Oh yeah, it was such a center for the community.
Yeah. My name is Michelle Gross and I'm president of Communities United Against Police Brutality. Sad as that was, and as sad as we are that some firefighters were injured, we're equally appalled by the fact that the very next morning the city was out at 7 a.m. bashing this building to the ground, giving no opportunity whatsoever for an investigation. We don't even want to speculate about what might have caused the fire. But we do know that in similar situations, city fire departments direct the assembly of support structures that could have held up the building so that it was safe and so that an investigation could happen. And what we want to know, and what we are demanding to know, is who directed the city to bring in an outside demolition firm and bash this building to the ground only 4 hours after the fire was extinguished.
Hi, I'm Deb Conditioning, and I'm one of the co-founding members of the Welfare Rights Committee, which was founded over 20 years ago. And our office was on the far side of the church in the basement. So the last place the fire would have reached was to the basement area. And it's our understanding that that is pretty much standard protocol in a fire. One, an investigation, and two, to allow the tenants to have a chance to secure any salvageable objects or items. Really important for organizations like ours, a low-income organization that's been fighting against the, to stop the war on the poor in this state for 20 years. We not only have the right to know, we have the right to our items that may be still sitting under that, and we're demanding immediately, within 24 hours, we want the city to decide to let us know how they're going to remove the rubble from on top of our office so we can try and still get in. How was it that within 4 hours they were able, on a holiday, to come in and totally demolish all of the evidence that could have been there to the cause of the fire?
Hi, my name is Mikhail Kensik from the Minnesota Immigrant Rights Action Committee. Our office was also housed here. It was housed in the basement as well, in the front. When the fire broke out, a member of our organization was here and could actually when the fire was extinguished, a member of our organization was here and could actually see items in our office still salvageable, and it was not allowed access to get them. We wanted access to what's left of our property immediately, within 24 hours.
One of the mementos that was taken was our mailbox. Our mailbox was intact. Our federal mailbox was intact on the wall, and I have pictures that show this. And we know that mailbox had important mail in it. And when we came, I tried to stop them from demolishing our mailbox. They wouldn't, and I served them with papers, and they ignored those papers. Bulldozed down the wall. I could see our mailbox in here. They wouldn't allow me to take it, but when we came back later to try to get it, someone else had stolen our mailbox. So they actually allowed people into this area to take things away before allowing the very organizations that rented this space and that had this property here to even recover that property. We also lost 3 hard drives that contained the film footage of the RNC, the street cameras in St. Paul during the RNC. We battled the city of St. Paul for 8 months to get that footage. We paid a large amount of money to get that footage, and those 3 hard drives unfortunately were destroyed in the fire.
Only 2 months ago in Walker Church, there was, when the administrator came in the morning, all of the gas burners had been turned on without being lighted. And the church was consumed with gas, full of gas. They had to call in the emergency teams to check it out. And that was being investigated at that time as a possible arson. Well, Welfare Rights Committee, we're not missing a step in the work that we're doing, because the attacks coming down on poor families are not, they're not holding up for this fire, so we're not going to either. We also share just so deeply in the loss to this community of the church and to the movement as a whole. This church was instrumental for the movement. This church provided a sanctuary for the movement, for every organization in this city or in the Twin Cities could use this church as a place to gather, to meet, to organize, to strategize.
We're people's groups. The loss of the space is huge. It is really devastating, but we're people. We are organized wherever we can. we can organize in our homes. We can organize, we're going to be having meetings in libraries right now.
We have already submitted to the city through our attorney demand to secure all data, you know, emails, phone records, all reports, any other data that was gathered by any city agencies or that was, you know, requested by city agencies from private entities.
We delivered letters to all of the media yesterday asking for all of raw video footage, interviews, whatever of the fire, etc., to be preserved and not to be destroyed.